So Dai is a recent comic series, and it's basically Jumanji plus D&D. And Tokyo Ghost is another series by Rick Remender. And this is in a kind of sci-fi, post-apocalyptic type world, but kind of reminds me of Blade Runner, Total Recall kind of vibes. Deadly Class is a pretty popular series by Rick Remender that takes place in basically an assassin school. There's also a TV show that has since been canceled, unfortunately, and I highly recommend you read the comic. So far, No One Left to Fight doesn't have many issues out. However, I will mention it simply because the art is phenomenal. I don't know. Some people I've talked to didn't really like it. It's basically a Dragon Ball Z spin-off. But I really liked it simply because, I mean, the story is interesting enough, but let's be real, that art is amazing. And a lot of people might be familiar with The Wicked and Divine, and this follows a cast of characters that are basically made into modern-day gods from various mythology. East of West is a comic surrounding the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Now, Rat Queens is a series a lot of people are going to be familiar with. This is a group of, I guess they're adventurers, so it kind of has that D&D vibe to it as well. And it's a pretty sweet comic. There's not a lot of, like, really gruesome stuff. It's pretty funny at times and pretty lighthearted, but it definitely is, like, adventures basically, like, help them grow as people and grow as friends. Middle West is a more recent series. Particularly my husband really loves this series, and it follows a father and son kind of story and explores a lot of themes surrounding like friendship and self-hatred and anger and abuse. So it's definitely kind of more of a heavy hitter. Now, Y: The Last Man is a series that is also another post-apocalyptic series. There is the main character who is the only man who survives this kind of pandemic type thing where all the men die. It basically follows him meeting up with a bunch of people and trying to get across the country, and there's a lot of like action and adventure and stuff. And the last one on my list is Isola, and this has been recommended by many people for people who love Studio Ghibli, so I definitely would say that was probably the case. It kind of has that fantasy, like mystical vibe to it.